N is for near. The opposite of distant, not a long way, near, not far. N is for nag, either a slang word for a horse or a verb to nag, to complain, to go on about. N is for naive. It means innocent, of acting like a child in situations. N is for nasal, of the nose, or describing a voice. A nasal voice, that's a way to speak, nasal. N is for narrator, the person who tells a story in a television or on the radio. N is for naturist, a person who likes to live with no clothes on. N is for naturalist, a person who studies the natural world, who studies animals or plants. N is for naught, a British word for nothing. Naught, zero. N is for neat. So neat can mean tidy or organised. But you can also have a drink that you can drink neat. I'll have a neat whiskey, undiluted. N is for negotiate, to deal with somebody, to do business, to talk about terms, to arrive at a solution, at an agreement. N is for neigh, the noise a horse makes. Neigh! N is for neigh. N is for nest, the little cup that a bird makes in spring to lay its eggs in, a nest. N is for new, the opposite of old. I have a new toy. I have a new friend, new. Something novel, something that's happened recently. N is for neighbour, the person who lives next door to you, your neighbour. N is for night, dark. When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, we have night. N is for news, for information about the world about us. News, we can watch this on television. N is for nightmare, a bad dream when you wake up. Oh! N is for nip, a little bite like a crab. Or maybe you say, my dog didn't bite you, it just nipped you. Nip, nip. Also a nip, a small quantity of spirits, a nip of whiskey. N is for nitwit, an idiot, somebody stupid. Okay, a nit is a little creature you can find in your hair. Ugh. And the wit, the mind, so the mind of an insect, a nitwit. N is for nod, to agree, to move your head like this. So when you move your head like this, to nod, you agree. N is for noise, the sound that we hear. The decibels, the vibrations that in our ears is noise. N is for none, not one. Okay, notice it's neither of two things, but none of three. So I have none. N is for nonplus, to confuse. He was nonplussed. He was completely confused. N is for noon, 12 o'clock midday. That's where afternoon comes from, after midday. And finally, N is for novel. A novel, a book of fiction. Or novel, an adjective meaning new. Okay, this is a novel way of doing this. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating. Please subscribe to my channel. Any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.